Welcome to Hoops Friday night. After a week off due to inclement weather, we are so happy to be back for week 6 in boys high school hoops. Tony, a big matchup tonight between two strong programs squaring off in Putnam County.
That's right, Dave. The Mighty Titans of Ottawa-Glandorf and the LCC Thunderbirds clash at the Supreme Court. The last 10 meetings between these two programs have been split right down the middle, with the Titans and the T-Birds winning 5 games each. That's why tonight's showdown is our Hoops Friday night spotlight game.
Tonight's Spotlight Game is presented by Midwest Electric Incorporated.
LC has won back-to-back games entering tonight's showdown versus LCC. The T-Birds, on the other end, are trying to snap a 2-game losing streak. We pick it up in the third. LCC down by 23. Willie Foster finds Matthew Quatman, and the sophomore hangs 3 on the board. That puts the T-Birds within 20. Now it's Foster who sends it to Carson Parker, and the junior gets the hoop and the harm. A game-high 27 points for him tonight. LCC now down by 16. But here come the Titans. Levi Unterbrick sends it to Caden Erford, and he hits nothing but net. The Titans now lead 67-50. Titans looking for more. Colin White with the ball, and the junior pulls up and hits the J. The home team now leads by 25 points. Then White with the assist to Theo Mag, and he finishes things off with a 2-handed slam. OG goes on to win 88-61.
Well, MAC versus NWCC as the Perry Commodores host the Minster Wildcats Commodores. 4-6, but atop the conference at 2-0 in the NWCC. Minster is going to get the board first here. Offensive rebound, and Holman goes up strong 2-0 Wildcats, but Perry would take the lead right back as they get a steal off the inbounds. And Andrew Nankoff pops the 3 ball off the backboard and good. 3-2 Commodores. Wildcats, though, would come right back. However, next possession, Logan Cooney with the strong drive into the cup and in 4-3 Minster. The bank stayed open, though, extra for Perry tonight. However, as Aiden Simpson finds a spot, pulls up off the backboard. Good. 5-4 Perry. Few possessions later, though, Commodores are going to get a steal. It's Isaiah Sanders who takes it coast to coast. Beautiful jump stop up for the 2. Perry wins this one 41-39. Let's head to the Elida Fieldhouse as the Bulldogs hosting the Cardinals of New Bremen. Both teams came in just 1 game out of first in their respective conferences. Pick things up in the third quarter. Aaron Thiemann is going to slash to the hoop for the 2 of his team-high 17 points. Cards up 34-28. Bulldogs on the run now. Pass goes up to Zori Island, who gets the lay-in 35-30 New Bremen. Cards keeping the foot on the pedal, however. Gavin Schrader buries the triple try, 38-30 New Bremen up. Next possession, though, Cooper Sheep gets a step on the defense, gets to the rim, up and good. Lead now 10, 40-30. Island, though, doing his best to create some offense. However, as he drives to the cup, dishes to David Excorn for the hoop, 40-32. But the Cards just too much tonight. Ben Saylor gets the pass and hits the jumper. Cardinals win 65-46. A few more MAC scores for you. Flyers with a 64-60 win over St. Henry in the Holiday Classic. Coldwater with a 49-39 win over Salina in the consolation game. Tigers fall 69-51. And Ridgemont, they escape with a 1-point victory over New Knoxville, 43-42.
Some more tournament action. The Corey Rawson Hornets clash with the Continental Pirates in the consolation game of the McDonald's Holiday Tournament. Let's jump to the fourth quarter. Hornets up 38-32. Wilson Garmotter lighting up from the wing. His triple try is good, and that brings his team within 3. On the other end, Monty Rail shows off his range as well, and he buries this 3-ball from downtown. Pirates down by 10. Hornets get the loose ball, and now it finds Preston Stump, and he cuts to the basket for the layup to put his team up by 10. Moments later, it's Stump who tosses it down to Garmotter, and he ends his night with a game-high 23 points, and Corey Rawson goes on to win 53-43. In the championship game, it's a BVC versus NWC showdown as the Arlington Red Devils collide with the Bluffton Pirates. Red Devils came out on top last year, 87-71. In the first quarter, Bluffton's Wayne Ginther drives to the basket for the first points of the game. Pirates lead 2-zip. Now it's Merrick Donaldson who dials up from long range. He finds the bottom of the net with this attempt, and we're tied up at 9. To the second quarter, it's Donaldson who gets to the paint. He pulls up and hits the J. 18 points for him tonight. Pirates lead by 4. Now it's Arlington's Ryan Essinger who's wide open. He shows off his range with this 3-ball attempt. That pulls his team within 1. Red Devils trying to take the lead as Jace Vermillion will not be denied, driving through the paint to put Arlington up by 1. The Pirates not lining up. Ginther weaves through the defense to get the layup. The Pirates win this tournament 63-51. The St. Mary's Rough Riders pay a visit to the Flag City where they meet the Finley Trojans in a WBL versus track battle. Rough Riders try and get back in the win column while the Trojans are eyeing back-to-back dubs. In the first, Austin Parks gives it to Evan Engstman, and he pulls up and hits the long J for the game's first points. St. Mary's leads by 2. Now it's Braden Sullivan who finds Parks in the paint, and the Ohio State commit gets the basket and the Band-Aid. The Rough Riders now have a 7-5 lead. On the other end, Jake Bishop grabs the loose board. He drives to the rack and gets the layup to fall through. Finley leads 11-10. We're now tied up at 13. Bishop spots up for a long three, and the senior buries this attempt. The home team now leads 16-13. And now it's Bishop with the ball once more. He glides through the Rough Riders defense for two. Finley goes on to win 73-50. We need to take our first break on Hoops Friday night. When we come back, we have action for the Border Battle Holiday Tournament over in Waynesfield. Stick around for those. Welcome back, everyone. Playing in this year's Border Battle Tournament in Waynesfield. We have a quartet of games taking place there, so let's start off with some consolation action. Earlier today, we had tournament action from the Border Battle at WG as the USV Lady Rams and the Ada Lady Dogs battled out for third place. We pick up the action in third, Ada up by 15. Courtney Summer finds Olivia Burkhart in the corner, and she hangs three on the board. Lady Dogs lead 33-15. Now Burkhart returns the favor. She connects with Sumner, who invades her defender and drops it in for two. Ada takes a 35-17 lead, and they keep the momentum going. Bottom, Andreasen finds Lexi Poling, and she pulls the trigger on this three ball. Lady Dogs now up by 21 points. USV trying to play. Amelia Hurley bounces it over to Briella, and she for her team, but the Lady Rams still down by 21. Ada not letting up. Mariah King takes charge, and she Euro steps her way to the basket. Ada wins this game 55-30. The other consolation game features the WG boys as they take on the USV Rams. Rams trying to snap a two-game skid, while the Tigers are looking for just their second win of the season. In the opening quarter, Levi Glick with a long pass to Dalton Jordan, and he lays it in for two. Tigers go up 4-2. Now Glick finds Drew Bradigan, and the junior cans a triple try. Tigers take a 7-4 lead. But don't count the Rams out just yet. Drew Stevens finds Mason Thompson, and the quick catch and shoot pulls his team within three. Now it's Stevens with the ball. He pulls up, and he's going to knock down this mid-range J. USV cuts the Tigers' lead to 2 points. Moments later, Stevens to Alex Sanders. To Stevens once more. He puts it up, and it's good. He gets the basket and the Band-Aid. Rams go on to win in overtime, 61-60. Now we turn it over to Justin Dirks with the championship action for the Border Battle.
Thanks, Tony. Over at Waynesfield Goshen later this evening, the Border Battle continued with championship games for both the girls and the boys, with Allen East making it to both title games. But we start with the boys taking on the Ada Bulldogs. It's a battle of the Northwest Conference for this one, as Mustangs are 3-2 heading into this matchup, coming off their overtime win over USV. While the Bulldogs are 5-3, coming off back-to-back wins. Nice selfie here by Ethan Murphy, who had himself a night. We start in the first. Braylon Schultz drives right side down the lane to the hoop for the floater. Count that one. Mustangs get on the board first tonight. But here comes Ada in transition. Carter Conley dishes it back on the double team. Murphy hits that shot from downtown, smooth like butter. He's fired up. Ada up 3-2. Now Jacob Hirschberger inside gets it to the man with the headband. Schultz gets the basket. First 4 points of the game belong to him. 4-3 game. Then Jaden Bankston drives the baseline and banks this one off the glass. It's an 8-10 game now. And look at the nice pass outside to Keaton Lehman on the fast break. He takes it all the way to the rack with nice elevation as the Mustangs get the championship with a 56-40 win. Now for the ladies championship game, as the Lady Stangs of Allen East take on the home team Lady Tigers from Waynesfield Goshen, and it was all Allen East in the first half. Towards the end of the first quarter, Rylan Jones gets the ball on the outside corner. She drives to the hoop and muscles her way for the bucket and the Band-Aid. She was on fire to start the first half. Allen East up 17-5. On the other end, Ellie Richardson showing off the defense with a nice steal. She's going to take this coast to coast all the way to the rack for the layup. That puts the lead to 23-7. And on the offensive boards, Jones showing off again. She gets the board in the bucket here. Allen East up 25-7, and they keep piling it on. But WG gets on the board for the first time in the second quarter here with a three ball from Reagan Hutchinson. That's going to make it 10 points for the Lady Titans, but still down big. As Jones here showing off the range now. She hits the tray from downtown. That dime drops. Allen East up 30-10. And after this beautiful shot by Ella Miller, Allen East goes up 40-10 at the half, and they would go on to win this game big. 58-20. Allen East wins the championship outright for both the boys and the girls. And we're set for our second and final break here on Hoops Friday night. When we come back, we take a look at our final two games of the night in Van Wert County. Stay tuned for more.
Welcome back. The Ottoville Big Green and Crestview Knights came into tonight with a combined record of 14-3. That success should come to no surprise as both teams finished atop their conferences last season, so merely picking up where they left off. On paper, arguably one of the best matchups on the night. Tonight, as I mentioned, two very successful programs. The Knights coming off a 4-point victory on Tuesday versus Galida, hosting the PCL represented Big Green. First quarter, Carson Hunter goes down the lane, hits the jumper, 2-0 Knights. But Big Green coming right back. However, Alex Seaver goes strong to the hoop and gets the Band-Aid as well, all tied up at 2 apiece. Hunter was at it again, however, offensive board and the 4-2 Knights at that point. Back and forth game, however, as Ottoville is going to get a 3-ball from Michael Turnwald, 5-4 Big Green. They take the lead back. And then Turnwald at it again. Strong drive, using the glass, 7-4 Ottoville. But the Knights would come out on top as Gavin Etzler with the lay-in here. They win this one 65-45.
Heading to the barn, the Lincoln V Lancers ready for their second win. They face a full recovery team that's off to a 6-1 start. The Indians are also riding a 4-game winning streak entering tonight. In the third, Full Recovery up 27-12. Rex Leverett glides to the hoop for the easy 2. Indians go up by 17. Then Daniel Patch connects with Cal Rammel, and he goes under the hoop for the basket. Full Recovery leads by 19 points. Lancers try to chip away. Oscar Bockraft turns and hits a short jumper. Lincoln View still down by 17. But the Indians keeping their foot on the pedal as Rammel goes hard to the rim and finishes with a one-hand slam. Full Recovery wins this game 48-30.
And college football now ahead of the Buckeyes college football playoff game Saturday night in the Peach Bowl in Atlanta against Georgia. Both head coach Ryan Day and head coach Kirby Smart met with media, and for the Scarlet and Red, Day explains how Big Ten and SEC matchups always bring a certain level of physicality and how his team will need to be more physical to beat last year's championship winner and the #1 team in all of college football.
That's the way the game's played. It's the game of football, and you have to play physical. And when you're playing in the CFP, certainly it's going to be the most physical game you've played all season. And the SEC is and the Big Ten coming together, like you said, for years, two of the most physical conferences there are out there. So it's everybody on the field. It's, like you got the perimeter game out there, you have special teams, you have the game in the trenches. You have to win your one-on-one battles, and that's what this game's all about. It's about running around and hitting people. So. That's to be expected in a game like this. It's been a great week for our guys. Got down here Christmas night and have had a great week. Our guys have enjoyed their time here in Atlanta, but had a great week of practice and certainly looking forward to this game.
And that undefeated team up north is in Phoenix preparing for the Fiesta Bowl as the Michigan Wolverines take on #3 seed Texas Christian University Saturday afternoon for a chance to go to the college football final. Head coach Jim Harbaugh and head coach Sonny Dykes know what it's like to come from generational family football. Even though this game will feel like a new age rivalry, their experience as kids and now coaches has given them a connection that makes them feel like family.
Just couldn't wait to talk football and share football and tell them everything that you know. No, we don't do that. No. that's something that's changed. But he just talked so fondly about that, and he was at a clinic with Spike Dykes, and that is one of his great memories of coaching and talking ball. So yeah, we're just that's deep. When you start talking about your dads and how much we've learned from our dads and how much our dads have meant to us and the opportunity that they've given us. Like I said, it's something that's generational and now affects our kids and continues.
And well, that's how we wrap our sixth week of Hoops Friday Night and our final Hoops Friday Night of 2022. Thank you to everyone who helps put this show together, and thank you to everyone who tuned in to watch.
Yep, no local high school action for the next few days, but tune in tomorrow.